Hello, my friend. In the previous video, we have built the sign-in screen, and in this video, we will go with the create account screen. So let's check out what we have built in the previous video. We have built this screen. So as you can see now, if I just tap these two buttons, nothing changes. So in this video, we will implement the create accounts, this part, like this widget. So let me show you. So we will implement this part. So as you can see, this Amazon, it's not going to change. This welcome text also not going to change, and the below part, this is also not going to change. This thing are the same. These widgets are the same. So the only change we do need to do here is this container, or you can say this widget. You have to build this thing. So let's get started. And yeah, okay. So let me tell you, to separate out these three parts, we need, like, it's a better way of coding that we separate out our code, so that suppose in later future you want to edit something here. So if you don't separate out the codes, then it will be like that you have to hover over all of the codes. So for a better practice, we basically separate out, like we divide the entire code into different parts. So as you can see, this text and this portion, these two things are not going to change if we go for create accounts. Yeah. So I will do one thing. I will just simply separate out this part of code and this part of code. Let's implement this one. So if I come here, okay, that's a privacy notice. Okay, so elevated button. Okay, we don't need this one. And here comes. We do need to separate this part, or you can say this codes. So I will simply do one thing, that I will click here and extract widget. I will name it. What should I name it? I will simply name it auth screen, bottom auth screen widgets. Yeah, it's good. Now I have separated this part of the code from the entire code. So suppose currently you can see that it's displayed here. And suppose I comment it out and save it. Boom, it's gone. It's really easy. Like suppose in later future you do need to like update something in this body part, you can simply go here, and here it is. A very few codes. The same way I'm gonna separate out this widget also, this entire container. So I will go up, and here it is. I will just click here and it will display me like from where the container starts. I will just go up there and I will extract this one. Okay, here the thing is like that, since you can see that there are functionalities here, like there is mobile numbers here and there is a button here, so I don't think that it will allow me to extract it. Okay, as you can see, we can't extract the widget, but we can do one thing. We can make this widget a function, like we can go for a function call. So for this, I will go with extract method and I will name it sign in. Yeah, it's done, as you can see. Now, if I comment it out and save it, it's gone. And uncomment it and save, it's done. See, our like earlier it was like the entire codes are, there are more than 400, like approx 400 line of codes, and after implementing this screen, it will reach like maybe 500, 600 line of codes in for a single screen. So now, if you come up here, you can see that our entire screen currently is divided into three parts: the welcome, the widget here, and the button widget. So it's really good that entire screen is divided into three parts. And suppose you want to do some changes in sign in, you just go to sign in and do it. You don't have to hover over like all the codes. So let's implement the create account screen. Okay. So I'm gonna reuse most of my codes. Let me show you the comparison. So currently you can see that most of the codes are like similar. This one, this part, this text field goes same. And again, this continue one, this goes the same. Just we need to add this one and a little bit of modification here. So let's do it. So the what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna copy this entire sign in. I will copy it and paste it here. There was a mistake. Okay, now I do need to edit this one and name it create account and name it create account. Okay. So what are the changes I do need to do here? So basically, if you see in here in the sign in, the create account new to Amazon is at top and it's grayish, and here in the create account sign in already a customer is at bottom and it's grayish. So what will I will do is I will copy this part, or you can say I will copy this container, or sorry, I will cut this container and go to the bottom of the column and paste it. And I will do a little bit of changes is that I will go for create account and new to Amazon. Sorry, I will go with sign in and already a customer. Here it will be sign in and here it will be already a customer. Okay, I think it will be good if I display this one to you guys. Now I have to go at the top here, comment it out, copy this one and name it create account. So you'll be thinking like why like only changing the name works? Yeah, only changing the name works because earlier as we have copied the entire code from here. So nothing to worry, you just need to change the name and everything works good. Now save it. And here, as you can see, sign in already a customer. So there is another thing. As you can see, there is a grayish border here, but in the screen, the border is currently at the below parts. That's the reason that all the borders are of width 1, but here the width of the border is 2. So we have to change the border to the from bottom to top. So I will go here, go to the end of the code, and and I will just change this one. Okay. The the lower border part. I'm changing the border for this part. Okay. So I will just go bottom and make it top. And let's save. Yeah, it's look good. Okay, sign in already a customer. There is another thing I need to change here is this one, this button here. So please login. I will set it to true. Okay. Okay, now save it. And here, mm, what are the changes we do need to make? Okay, I think. Okay, so the changes we need to make here. So we have to go with create account and new to Amazon here, and then we have to add a text field, uh, like right next to it, right next to this one, and then we have to add a little bit of text here. That's the only change we need to do here. So let's implement this one. So we'll just go to the top here in create account. I think so. Yeah, I'm in create account. So here, sign in. Instead of sign in, we are gonna go with create account. As you can see, it's create account. We'll go for create account here, and here it will be new to Amazon. Save it. Yeah, create account, new to Amazon. Another change we need to do here is that we have to update this checkbox here. So for that, in login, I will make it false. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there's another thing we need to change is this one also. This one also. So if it's in login, then go with transparent, else go with second pillar. It's basically like we can do one thing, like we can copy this checkbox from earlier code, like the sign in code, or else you can just copy, like follow me what I do. Yeah, and I have to change the below code also. This one, let's say, okay. Now if I go for sign in, it will go for sign in. If I go for create account, it will go for create account. Okay. So the next thing we need to add up is this text field. So let's add this text field. Okay, if I save it, you can see that it is going to be an ugly looking text field. Okay, with like here, that's an ugly look. We don't want it. We want that there should be some kind of good designs. And another thing, I think you have noticed that here it is saying that our screen is overflowed by dash dash pixels. So to overcome this bug, we'll go to the top and wrap our entire column, not column, basically this entire container. Single charge volume, and okay, it's on. Okay, so whenever it basically happens, whenever we just go with any text field and we click it here, and there is some UI which is overlapping, like the keyboard overlaps our UI, then we get this error that our screen pixels has been like uh, there is an overflow in screen pixels. So to overcome, you can go with this single child scroll view, and it will fix your bug. No worries. Okay. So now we need to add some decorations or add some styling to this text field. So let's do it. We will go to create account and a little bit of styling, right? This another thing we do need to use here is that controller. Yeah, controller for this one. And what is this? This will be the text editing controller. So here, text editing controller, and it will be, oh, there's this text editing controller. It will be name controller. Okay, now name controller. Here also we will add a little bit of blank space here after this text field. As you can see right now that there is no spacing in between the text field and this row. So a little bit of spacing here and then decoration. Okay. So we'll go here and we will copy out entire decoration from here. So that's a long code, and I really don't want to like write it out. But if you are new, then I suggest you write it out all by your own. But here, since I am not new, so I am just copying it up. You understand me, right? If you are new to Flutter, then you copy it out. Else, oh sorry, if you are new to Flutter, you go and write it out. Else, you can copy it out. Okay. Yeah, decoration. Yeah, I copied the wrong thing. Decoration, input decoration, and here comes input decoration. Okay, and save it. There it is. It looks good now. So another thing, as you can see that currently our text field is a bit bigger. Like the height of the text field is a bit big in compared to the mobile text field. So we will do one thing is that we will wrap it with a size box and assign it the height of 6%. And if we go this screen, you can see that the hint text here is first and last name. Here it will be first and last name. Say, okay, let's see how it looks like. Okay, first and last name, this one, this one, this one. So let's find out what are the things they are missing. So we don't need this to fill. So if you go with the original Amazon UI, you will find that there is a another text field for password. So since we are not including any password, we don't need this two text field. We just need one extra, like one text here. That is this one. This widget we need to add up here and nothing more. This widget comes right below this phone number. Okay, so let's add it. Okay. Uh, okay, so currently this widget here, this widget, it's been divided into one, two, three, four, five parts. Okay, row. This one is for this one, like this one. Then there's a blank space. There's a blank space here, a little bit of blank space. Then the size box is for this name one. The common, then there again goes a little bit of blank space. Then this row is for this one. Okay, the this country code selector. Okay, so I'm from India, so I will go with India country code selector, and then here comes the text field here. Okay, this row, yes, you can see is for this one. Then there comes a little bit of again free spacing. Then comes the elevated button for this button for the functionality of this button. Then comes this one. By continuing, you agree to that. So after elevated button, there comes a little bit of free spacing, elevated button, a little bit of free spacing, and then this rich text. So basically, why do we need rich text? So if you go for like if you see a lot of websites, you will find that there are hyperlinks. So basically, we are adding hyperlinks, or suppose there is something you want that to be highlighted in a text. Okay. So if you read out this one, you'll see that okay, these two things have been highlighted. So basically, if you want to highlight something in the middle of the text, then we go for rich text. Else, we go for this normal text. So currently we don't have anything to highlight here in this region. So what should we go with? That's up to you. Like what should we go with? You have a question, you ask yourself, is which text will be good one, or we should go with simple text? So the answer will be we should go with simple text. Okay. So let's implement this one, this text. So common blank space. As you can see, there is a blank like blank space, and then this text is here. So you don't you don't these two things, these two widgets are emitted. So we are not implementing these two things. So here it will be text, and since this text is really like too large, so I have just already copied and pasted it out in Notepad. So I will copy this one and paste it here, comma, and save it. Okay. We also need to add styling here. So why is this slash n? This slash n basically means new line. So we want this message and data rates may apply. We want to show them in next line. That's the reason we have like entered slash n here. Style, here the text theme, dot. So let's have a look. This font here is a little bigger than this one, and that's the same to this one, I think so. So we'll go with 40 medium. Let's save it. Okay. And after this text, we want a little bit of spacing again. So I will just simply copy this code, and after this one, I will paste it up and save it. Yeah, it's look good now. Now the thing I need you guys, like now the next implementation will be, if we click sign in, we should show the sign in widget here, and if we click create account, we should show the create account screen here, like create account widget here. Okay, we will come up here and comment both out, and here we will be going with a builder. Okay, now let's save it. Okay, so currently we are in create account. So what does this widget here or this line of codes, like it's not a widget to be honest. So what this line of code says us, so builder, we basically use this for if else, like uh, it looks very bad if we go for like if in login, or you can, if you go like in login and then we go from like question mark, then this one. This doesn't look good. Like suppose you have multiple statements, like multiple true false statements, then I prefer you go with builder. In normally you go with builder if you have if else statement in between quotes. So what does it does? It checks if in login, like if in login is true. If it's true, then it will return a sign in. Else, it's going to return a straight account. So I will just simply save it. And if we click here, as you can see, we are in sign in. If I click here, you can see we are in create account. Okay, let's restart that. Okay, so by default, it should be in login. By default, it should be in login, not in create account. So I will restart. Yeah, by default, it should be in login. And if you want, you can create account. Okay, in the next video, we will implement the Firebase mobile authentication. So for now, bye bye and meet you in next video.